India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act of 2023 is now active law. Organizations operating in the country are legally required to track, manage, and prove exactly how they handle personal data. Most enterprises store customer information scattered across isolated tools, marketing automation platforms, customer relationship databases, and human resource systems. Because these nodes rarely communicate, a user's privacy preferences are fragmented. Under Section 18 of the new Act, the Data Protection Board can levy penalties of up to 250 crore rupees for non-compliance. When auditors request verification of a user's consent, pointing to a manual spreadsheet is a massive operational vulnerability. Without a central ledger, it is impossible to prove that consent was actually granted at a specific time. Vishwas AI, powered by cross-identity, acts as a single centralized hub. It connects directly to every tool in your tech stack via application programming interfaces, capturing every privacy decision and governing it across the entire network in real time. Navigating the DPDP Act requires moving past static privacy policies. Enterprises must convert fragmented data liabilities into a centralized, mathematically verifiable system of trust. To see how this operates daily, we can look at Priya, a data protection officer at a large enterprise, beginning her workflow. She authenticates using secure, passwordless OTP, a one-time passcode system backed by enterprise-grade identity management. There are no static passwords to manage or compromise. Once inside, Priya accesses the compliance dashboard. This metric card highlights 100% consent coverage, showing exactly what proportion of the organization's data records have verified user permissions attached to them. This line chart tracks daily consent trends over the past 30 days. Priya can see the exact volume of permissions granted, modified, or withdrawn by users, providing a clear picture of user engagement over time. The DPDP Act dictates a strict standard. Data principals must be able to read and agree to privacy terms in a language they natively understand. Using the Notice Editor, Priya drafts privacy policies across all 22 scheduled Indian languages. The built-in approval workflow guarantees that the legal team reviews and signs off on every translation before it is published. Managing privacy compliance at scale relies on these proactive, multilingual workflows. They create a localized audit trail that regulatory bodies can easily trace. Critical. The critical action happens at the exact millisecond a consumer clicks "I accept" on an organization's mobile app or website. Instantly, the backend generates a unique SHA-256 hash. A hash is a mathematical algorithm that turns the specific data of that consent event into a fixed length of characters, which is then sealed with a digital signature. This new block is then mathematically changed to the previous consent record. If anyone tries to alter, delete, or backdate an older entry, the entire chain instantly breaks. Inside the ledger, administrators can view this exact proof. The consent text snapshot stores the immutable JSON payload, a text-based data format containing the exact terms the user agreed to, locked by that cryptographic hash. The system then initiates a 3-layer enforcement phase. It pushes the new consent state out via webhooks, allows downstream systems to pull updates via APIs, and uses software development kits, or SDKs, to actively block restricted data processing in marketing and CRM tools. When the Data Protection Board demands proof of compliance, organizations provide this unbroken cryptographic chain. It guarantees non-repudiation, meaning neither the business nor the user can deny the exact details of the agreement. On the other side of this architecture is the Indian consumer. Let's look at Sneha, who is accessing her personal data principal portal. Because the backend supports localization, Sneha views her entire preference center natively in Hindi. This interface clearly displays exactly how many permissions she has granted and how many she has withdrawn. If Sneha decides she no longer wants promotional emails, she flips the marketing toggle to the off position. That single click instantly withdraws her permission across the entire enterprise network. If she submits a request to delete her data entirely, that action populates here in the Data Principal Rights queue. This table tracks the SLA for each request, showing administrators exactly how many days remain to legally execute the deletion. Giving users transparent, localized, and immediate power over their digital footprint is how modern businesses earn and maintain consumer trust. During a data breach, organizations face their most severe stress test. In those initial hours, securing systems and fulfilling legal obligations is a massive challenge. Vishwas AI automates the response. It instantly generates the mandatory 72-hour notification required by the Data Protection Board of India and cues direct, auditable alerts to all impacted users. By native design, Vishwas AI handles the rigorous demands of the DPDP Act. It turns regulatory compliance into a cryptographically secure engine of enterprise trust.